Welcome to the second tutorial dedicated to macOS 10. This time I wanted to talk about a couple of different things, essentially how to burn CDs and DVDs and how to format and/or how to create a partition in your hard drive. These procedures are less complicated than you might think, believe me. I realized that with the advent of more and more capacious or huge hard disks, USB devices, and so on, burning files on physical DVDs is becoming less and less necessary, even obsolete you might think. I myself use them less and less every day, but it could happen to have the need of a real DVD sooner or later. Then you should know how to burn one using your Mac. There are different options to do it. For example, if you wanted to burn the folder Documents, you could click with the right mouse button on it and within the menu choose the Burn to Disk option. In this case there is no empty CD into the player, then the computer tells me to insert one. If you insert the DVD, the wizard goes on and the folder is burned on the CD that you have provided. This is a very direct and simple way to burn something. This method, however, does not allow any customization. There are no options to choose from. You simply take a folder as it is and then you burn it on a CD or a DVD. In this case, I simply choose Cancel because I do not really want to burn it. Then I could go on with other examples. You could, for example, open the Disk Utility tool. Disk Utility is the application on the Mac that lets you manage, of course, all the disk options, and this includes both hard drives of the computer and external CDs and DVDs. If you open Disk Utility, you will find yourself in front of this screen. Here we have a left sidebar which displays the icon of each device connected to the computer itself. In this case, we have first of all the main hard drive of the Mac, called Macintosh HD. Now, there is only one icon because I currently have a single partition that covers the entire hard drive. If you had partitioned your hard drive in order to install Windows or for any other reasons, you would find two different icons, one named Macintosh HD, and this is the default name, and another one with the name that you have given to the second partition. It would be, more or less, like in this case here. This is my external hard drive of about 1 terabyte. It's currently organized to have two different partitions. The first one is compatible only with a Mac computer, and the second one, called Compatible, is compatible with both Mac and Windows computer. So, if I connect this hard drive to a Windows computer, only the compatible icon would appear, because the other partition cannot be read. Let's say you need to format any of these drives. You should simply go to the tab which says Erase. As you can see, there are all the options available for the procedure: macOS, MS-DOS, and exFAT. macOS technology is only compatible with Mac computers. So, if you are going to format a hard drive using any of the options called macOS, the hard drive will be used only on Mac computers. Otherwise, if you select exFAT or MS-DOS, you are going to create a hard drive that will be compatible with both operating systems. You will be able to connect it to both a Mac and a PC. If you would like to partition an hard disk, the procedure is obviously the same whether it is an external hard drive or the internal hard drive of the Mac itself. Let's say you want to partition the hard drive of the Mac. So, if you select the icon of a particular existing partition, you see that the partition tab does not appear at all. This is obviously because that is already a partition. To show the partition tab, you need to select the general icon of the hard drive. In this case, this one here, a little bit on the left. And then the option becomes available. Therefore, let's go on its generic icon, click to select it, and then go to the Partition tab. Here you can have an overview of the actual situation of the hard drive as a whole. The blue area is the one occupied by the files already stored on your computer. The white area, on the contrary, is empty. But you can see that there is only a single large partition that occupies the entire hard drive of more or less 500 gigabytes. If you would like to create a new partition, and this is really easy to do compared to Windows, you should just click on the plus below. By default, the two new partitions are equal, but you just have to go with the cursor on the line that divides the two partitions. You see that the cursor icon itself changed. Click and hold down. Just move the cursor up or down to change the size of the partition, depending on your needs. Suppose you want to create a second partition not too large, just about this dimension here, more or less. You release the mouse button and then select Apply. The system tells you, are you sure you want to partition the disk, and so on. You select Partition, and then the procedure starts. Within a few minutes, the partition is created. Obviously, the operation could be more or less long depending on the situation of your hard drive. In this case, the system is just controlling. Then, the blue progress bar appears. Then you will just have to wait for the blue bar to arrive at the end, and the operation will be completed. It only takes a few minutes. As you can see, it really is an intuitive operation, easy for everyone. Here you can check the size of the two new partitions, and as you can see, on the desktop was created a second icon called Macintosh HD 2. Of course, you can rename it as you like. When the second partition is no longer needed, you may want to delete it. If you want to restore the original hard drive with a single large partition, you will just have to click on the partition you want to delete in order to select it. You can see here at the bottom of the panel that in addition to the plus, the minus has been activated as well. Obviously, if you accidentally click on the main partition, you see that the minus is deactivated. This is for your safeness, to avoid you accidentally delete the operating system on the main partition. Clicking on the secondary partition, however, you activate the minus once again. Just click on the minus, and then the system will ask you for a confirmation. Just select the Remove option, and then the procedure starts. That's it. The partition is gone. Finally, move the cursor to the lower right corner of the principal partition. Click, and holding down the mouse button, drag the edge to the bottom of the space to restore a single partition. Release the mouse button and click on Apply. Again, the system will ask for a confirmation. Are you sure you want to partition, and so on? You say yes, and once again the procedure begins. Here's the blue progress bar, and in the end you will have back your one big partition taking all your hard drive, just as it was in the beginning. That's all. Obviously, I will never repeat this enough. Before you do this, make a backup of all your files. These are quite simple procedures, as you can see, but better safe than sorry. Coming back to the burning topic, you see that in the very same panel of the disk utility there is the icon of the burning option. Just click on it and you will have a window asking you to select the files you want to burn. You can choose them directly from your desktop, documents, from movies, music, and so on. You just need to select something, click on the burn button, and the wizard will start. Even here, I choose the cancel option because I don't really want to do it. Another procedure again. You can download an application from the Apple Store to burn CDs and DVDs. There is plenty of free applications to choose from. I would say that this one here is the most simple and reliable. Burn. It's even better of many other programs because it allows you to do almost exactly the same things but for free. The only option which could be a little limited is the creation of a DVD video, but for this you can always download a second program, also for free, like for example Free DVD Creator. So, this is the main screen of Burn. The usage is really simple. Here, where it says Untitled, you have to choose a title for your DVD if you want to. Here you can choose to create a DVD that can only be readable on Macs, only on PCs, or on both of them, or maybe you want the classic DVD video format. Coming to the top panel options, you have to select Data CD if you want to burn a DVD of files, folders, documents, movies, and so on. Choose Audio if you want to create an audio CD that can be read by any CD player. Select Video if you want to create a DVD of movies. Select Copy if you just want to get a copy of a CD or DVD as a whole. In this case, you have to insert a source DVD. The program will create an image of its entire content and then it will burn this image onto the empty DVD. To cut it short, you have all the basic functions of any burning program. I've used it for many years and I have never ruined a DVD. It has never failed a single burn. So the usage is really simple. Just take a folder, drag it inside the window. The program gives you the size of the folder, so it's easy to see if you are within the limits of the DVD or not. If you want to remove a folder, just select it. Click on the minus and you are done. Finally, click Burn to finish the procedure. Even in this case, the procedure is automatic and takes you directly to the end of the process. As I said, this is a free program. Just write Burn in the Mac App Store or write Download Burn for Mac in any search engine to find plenty of links to download it from. Of course, you can choose the program you wish, but if you want my advice, a simple, intuitive and free application like this has no rivals. There is another thing that comes to my mind while I'm speaking. Quite often, to save money, we use rewritable DVDs. Then, a question quickly arises. How do I delete a rewritable DVD to reburn it? The thing is very simple. Let's go back to the panel of disk utility. Right now, I put a rewritable DVD into the drive of my Mac. As you can see, this gives you all the options for the erasing procedure of the CD. We have mainly two different types of erasing: quickly and completely. The quickly option is perfectly fine for every daily usage. You will be able to use your DVD perfectly, but the old files, in a sense, remain on the CD even if they are somehow hidden. The completely option instead removes every trace of your previous files on the DVD, but you must know it might take up to an hour to complete the process. If you don't need to erase your previous files completely for a very particular reason, it doesn't make any sense to lose an hour each time. Just click on quickly and then on erase. And then again the system will ask you for a confirmation. Are you sure you want to erase the disk? Yes. The operation is quite fast. It will take only a few minutes if you choose the quickly option. As you can see, it's easy. Of course, if you choose the complete option, the procedure is the very same, only it will take almost an hour instead of a few minutes. So, as for burning and formatting, these are the very basic things to know. I think I will stop here. Thanks for watching and see you soon.